It's a cold morning. It's like 70 degrees. Actually, it's not even 70 degrees right now. It's only supposed to get up to 70 degrees, and it's very, very cloudy. We made it back to north of Ennis, and I don't know where we're camping tonight, but we're just pretty much going. Pretty much road walking all day today. Yeah, we should be getting to Big Sky tomorrow, I think. We're backed up past some of his friends, so we took 2 0 days and spent them with our friend Little Bit, or Julia. She's perfect. She was super, super helpful and accommodating. Let us sleep in her camper, and she works a seasonal job for Yellowstone. She's like a day hike guide and like a tour bus guide, and it's kind of cool. So yeah, we got to stay with her and all the other guides at their little like RV camper place thing. It was really cute. We're doing a quick resupply in Ennis right now at the one grocery store that's here. Only needed 2 days of food, so I picked up some luxury food items like fresh tomatoes and plums. Gotta eat healthy when I can. So I'm eating ice cream at 10 in the morning, but it's basically just milk, so it's pretty much breakfast. Anyways, I had some sushi before this and some raspberries, and I talked to a really sweet woman. Her name was Lynn, so I thought that was pretty cute because my name is Lindsay, and she just told me all about her life. Her and her husband were here. They come here every year on vacation to Ennis, and she just had so many stories about her and her husband traveling and living out of their car and all sorts of fun stuff. So it was really sweet talking to her. And yeah, we'll be in Big Sky the day after tomorrow. So yeah. I don't know what kind of deer those were. I think it was the mule deer. Our friend told us that there's mule deer here, which they look similar to white-tailed deer, but they're bigger, I think, and they have longer ears. But I don't know. Scott, that's right, I've been seeing your comments. You can help me out and tell me what kind of deer that is. I think it might just be a mule deer, but it could be a white-tailed deer. I don't know. Anyone who knows native mammals in Montana, you can help me out. Hey, look, they're coming over here to greet us. Hi, guys. No trespassing, I won't. You guys are so cute. I'm a stranger, hello. Hi. You guys are so pretty. Hello. Aw, you must be nervous. You're not nervous though. Look at that. Currently on the Jack Creek Trail. I think it's around 8 miles. But we're gonna branch off from it, and it's been a really pretty little trail. Very maintained. Well, it's a little planty, as you can see. But the ground is flat, and people are walking their horses through here. But it's really pretty. Just follows this little creek. It's a nice little hike. Very secluded, so if you want to do a little private trail, this would probably be a good one to pick. Yeah, you should check out the Jack Creek Trail. Pretty wildflowers. Look at how pretty these wildflowers are. They're so pretty. Focus. Look what I got. Boar's Head pepperoni, the best pepperoni stick around. Look how pretty they are. They're like little golden little sun pockets of sunshine and happiness. Okay, right now for lunch I'm eating, sometimes I like to pack out this kind of bread, this cinnamon raisin bread. And I have 2 slices of that, and I got some fresh plums. So kind of a weird pair, but I don't know. That's why I like only resupplying for 2 days, because I don't mind carrying like the weight of 3 or 4 days of food if it's 2 days, because then I get to treat myself and get things that are, you know, hold more water, like tomatoes and plums. But yeah, it's gonna be good. My gosh, this is the most beautiful thing ever. Look at the ski lift on the top of that mountain. Look at this beautiful, perfect meadow. This is unreal. Like every direction. So pretty. Can't wait to see what's gonna be on this little hill here. We're gonna get an all different view. Oh my gosh. Like what? This is insane. Oh my gosh. I don't even deserve to be looking at this. That's how I feel. I genuinely feel like I don't even deserve to be seeing this. What? This is so beautiful. It just doesn't even feel real. I can't even believe I'm looking at it. I can't even believe it. Oh my gosh. This is just, oh my gosh. Like what? How beautiful is creation? Oh my gosh. I don't even think I'm looking at it. I don't even believe I'm looking at it. There they are, the deodorant users. Never-ending road walk. Morning. It's July 18th. We're leaving the Big Sky area right now, so we're almost out of Montana, which is sad. I haven't been doing my little videos as often as I should the past couple days because we zeroed and we were hanging out with Backed Up's friends, and my mind wasn't focused on it, but I'll upload like the little clips and videos I got in the past couple days before this one. What a nice little area. We have like 18 something miles today. We're a couple miles in. Really pretty trail right now. Kind of off to the side of the road. It's, I think, close to 50 miles till our next place where we're gonna get off, and we're gonna hopefully see our friend again a little bit, who we stayed with like a week ago, because this time we'll actually be like really close to her area.
Last time we were in Ennis and she came and picked us up, so we'll be closer to her this time. Oh, we saw an elk the other day. That was new. We were in the car and it was kind of dark, so I didn't get a good picture of it. Come on.
Morning. It's July 19th. Don't know how many miles we have to hike today, but I think we're about 30 miles away, around that, from West Yellowstone, so we should be getting there tomorrow. To retie my shoes like 10 times every single morning, because if they're not tied the same tightness, then it's like my biggest pet peeve, and I literally cannot go on with the day, and they have to be equally as tight, the left and right foot. And most of the time I get the right foot tight enough, but I can never get the left one tight enough. Retie my shoes like at least 4 times every morning. All right, we have, I think it's close to 25 miles to do today, which will be a very, very long day. And yeah. One thing that I love about being out west is noticing everyone's like car camping setups and all the campers and the pop-up campers. I didn't even know that those existed. Little, like, they're flat and then you tow them. Is that what it's called? Tow them? You pull them with your car and then you get to your camp and then you just like pop them up and they kind of have like 2 little sides. It's really cool. And they're cheap. I really like the way that they look, because now I want one. But you can get one for cheap, and you know, sometimes you just don't need much. So I like those little pop-up ones. But also, I just recorded it, but like the ones that are, you could put at the end of a truck, and like on the bed of the truck, and then it kind of like, I don't even know how to explain them. I don't know the words for them, but there's so many cool little like setups out west that I've never even seen before or thought of. They're really cool. People are getting really creative. Like, there's like a little wooden cabin looking one that you could put at the bed of your truck and all sorts of stuff. Like, it's so cool. And I love looking at how different everyone's setup is. And now I'm just getting kind of jealous. I'm looking forward to the day where I can get something like that and not just sleep in my trunk. But I like sleeping I don't mind sleeping in my car's trunk. Like, I have a RAV4, and it's like decent space and all. Like, I think it's like the RAV4 has the most cargo space out of like any mid-size SUV. It's kind of why I got it. But I'll probably get maybe like a 4Runner when I'm done with my RAV. And then I could sleep in the back, and then I could tow like a little pop-up camper or something. That'd be so cool. I'm really excited to be back on the red line, like the actual CDT. Not that this isn't the CDT. It's a really popular alternate. But that's not being on the red line. It almost just like doesn't feel like, I don't have that sense of achievement at the end of the day. It sucks a little bit, but I really do love road walking. And this alternate has been like 90% road walking. So I like that. It's just, you don't have that kind of like sense of hiking on the trail as you do if you would have just followed the red line. But it's okay. We're almost back onto it. We'll be back on the red line in probably a few days. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. I'm scared. Stop. Okay, redo it. Okay.
I can't. I thought it'd be a good time to answer some questions, and it's super windy. Kind of apologize for that.
Bear with me when I'm talking for a long period of time to a camera. I get really nervous and then I don't know what to say and I stutter. So there's a lot of cuts and yeah, sorry.
Question I kind of got was something along the lines of, what I do at home when I'm not hiking. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm 23. Oh my gosh. I'm 23 and I still live with my parents, so it kind of allows me to save up my money really quickly. I work at a kennel, like a dog boarding facility. It's nothing vet related. It's just like a dog and cat hotel. So that's what I do. I've had that job for I think 6 years now, and I love my boss and I love everyone I work with. And it's like the best job to have for the situation I'm in, because they're super flexible with scheduling and me coming out for 6 months or however long and doing stuff like this. So they're super, super supportive of that as well. I love living with my parents. That is a big reason why I'm able to do this kind of thing. And I used to be kind of self-conscious about it, still kind of am a little bit, but it's provided me with so much opportunity and availability to do this kind of thing. I never went to university. I took like online community college classes for 2 years, so that also kind of helped me have time to do the AT in 2022. Like, what got me into through hiking, really, it was kind of like my eyes were open to the Appalachian Trail. I feel like that's kind of how it is with everybody. Ever since I've been little, like my family, we've gone on family vacations, like kind of throughout Appalachia or whatever, and we just always traveled to the mountains. And I think just from like a young age, I've really appreciated that and loved that. It's been like my favorite thing to do is go on little drives, scenic drives with ice cream, and it's still like my favorite thing to do. I first heard about the AT, I think I was maybe 11 or 12, but my dad had kind of pointed out the Appalachian Trail to me when we were at Clingman's Dome in the Smoky Mountains, because it kind of just like runs next to it. And he was like, look, like that's the Appalachian Trail, like it goes from Georgia to Maine, and people take 5 to 6 months to hike it. And it sounds corny, but pretty much from a young age I kind of knew that I was like, like I think I'm gonna do that someday. And I really wanted to do the Appalachian Trail fresh out of high school, but that's kind of when I started taking classes online, and that was probably best for me at the time. When I turned 20, I got more serious about really wanting to do the AT. I really wanted to be able to say I did it at a younger age. Like, it just felt right. And I just prayed a lot about it, and when was the right time to do it. And it honestly like made sense with my college schedule and the way my classes were. It made sense for me to do it in 2022. So I was really thankful that God made that apparent to me. And that's when I did it, and it all worked out. When I had finished up the BMT, Backed Up and I have known each other since 2023. We met at Appalachian Trail Days. So we've been friends for a few years. About a year ago, he messaged me and was like, hey, you want to do the CAT next year? Just kind of out of the blue. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, kind of. So we just kind of stuck with it. And I figured it would make sense for me to do another long through hike before I, prioritize moving out and, paying rent somewhere. So I was like, you know what, I think it would make sense for me to do another long one before I become more independent and, not mooch off my parents. But in terms of like the details starting the CDT, we flew into Kalispell, Montana about the whole trail. We kind of just were like, okay, we're going to start around this time and we'll take it resupply by resupply by resupply and plan it day by day, or every few days at a time, which in my opinion is easier that way. Probably more planning that goes into starting the CDT if you go southbound than there is NOBO, because if you go southbound you're starting out in Glacier and you have to worry about your permits then. So it was really nice flying in and getting there earlier than everyone else, because we didn't have to wait through the mess of people getting their permits, at walk up. We've already talked to a few people who were going NOBO but flipped and went up to the border and started going south because the snow in Colorado was just too crazy. And then we just hitch everywhere. We never got a shuttle. There's shuttle services that will take you up to the border. We never did that. We just hitched everywhere, and it's been super easy. Pretty much in all of Montana, especially in Glacier. It was really easy in Glacier, so I would not recommend getting a shuttle. Hate to fart on the local businesses of shuttlers there, but it's like over $100 to get a ride from East Glacier up to the border. I mean, if you want to pay that and support, you know, somebody who does shuttling, great, but, you know, I'd prefer to just hitch and do that for free. I forgot to answer why my trail name is Tree.
I like trees.
Honestly, it's kind of sort of simple, but sort of not. Honestly, I just really like all the biblical symbolism of trees. Like my tree tattoo is really just like the tree of life, sort of in a way. And I kind of came up with the trail name myself before I left for the AT because I didn't want anyone giving me one because I knew I was going to be picky about it and I wanted to give myself a trail name. I think people are a lot more similar to trees than we like to think, and we have a lot more in common with them than we like to think. They resemble a lot, and they kind of remind me of myself. And sometimes I look at different trees and I see different parts of my personality in different trees.
I like trees.
Jaded. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just like trees. That's literally what I say. Linden, which is a kind of tree, like a linden tree. And I didn't even know that my name Lindsay came from linden, which is a linden tree. Like the name Lindsay comes from a tree. I didn't even know that until after my trail name was Tree and after I had my tree tattoo. It's really hard knowing what to record. That's probably been the hardest part of all this is I don't know what to record. I don't know if I should talk. I don't know if I should record something. I don't know where the line is. I don't know. And frankly, I don't really care. I'm just trying to put these little videos together, and I really don't want to try too hard. I'm not trying to be famous or anything. I'm really just splicing together. Slicing or splicing? I'm just combining all my videos, so that's all. Oh my gosh. Last night, he's showing me memes. Last night, we stayed with this really, really nice man who had a beautiful home just kind of north of West Yellowstone where we stopped, like where we got off. He kind of saw us and he was like, man, you thru hikers stick out like a sore thumb. And he was like, how can I help you guys? And like without hesitation, of course, I was like, oh, we need a place to stay. No, he was really nice. He lets through hikers stay at his house all the time. He had a little journal, so that was really fun. But yeah, now this morning we hiked in the West Yellowstone, and we're just kind of done for the day. It was a short day. We resupplied. I got 2 more boar's head pepperoni sticks. They're $4.59 here. That says a lot considering we're in West Yellowstone. I feel like people here grow money between their toes. It's crazy how expensive everything is here. I hate it.